Hi, thank you. It's a filter. Hi. Oh, that's a different May. That's not your May. That's a different one. Hi, Donna. Hi, Michelle. I am kind of sad because yesterday I let my anxiety win and I let my anxiety keep me home from a show I really wanted to go to. Hi. Suicide Boys were in town and I got so stressed out. Hello, Allie. I got so stressed out that I couldn't even go. Do you guys know? It is your Mimi? Wait, it is? Mimi, you have another account? Jesus fucking Christ. Wait. Oh. Never mind, I don't know what I'm fucking talking about, Ladybug. You guys know what you're talking about. I don't. Hi, Fly Swatter. There is another one that exists, and I thought that she was she. But she's she. Anywho, I am very fucking upset with myself. I did not allow myself to fucking go to a concert that I wanted to go to last night really, really bad. My anxiety's been really bad lately. No, I'm not. Hello, Blue. Hi, Shannon. I need you guys. So basically, I wanted to come live to tell you guys, if you're struggling with anxiety, don't let it keep you from doing the things that you want to do. Because I'm sitting here with huge FOMO because I know that I missed a great show last night. And I let my anxiety fucking win. Like, I did not even leave my house yesterday. Do you know how fucking upset I am that I missed Suicide Boys last night because I fucking let myself... I'm so mad at myself. But I don't know if you guys know. Hello, Megan. Megan, I saw your post recently. I wanted to tell you that I was sorry for your loss. I listened to that voicemail and it broke my heart. And I'm very, very sorry. I can't even imagine. My sister's my best friend. My sister does everything with me. In fact, a year ago yesterday, my sister and I went and met Jared Leto. She's like my partner in crime. And I would fucking lose it. So I just want to tell you I'm so sorry. Thank you for the heart, Lori. Thank you for all the fucking gifts and everything. Okay, so anyways, Squirrel, I need you guys to understand. I have crippling anxiety. Crippling. Thank you. It's a filter. I fucking let my anxiety win yesterday and didn't go to the Suicide Boy concert. I might cry right now. If there's anybody out there struggling to where you can't leave your house, you're not alone. So I kind of wanted to create a space for people who might be struggling. What happened? My hypocrisy? I really do. Thank you for the heart. I know, I'm not trying to cry either. I'm just upset at myself that I let myself do that, you know? Because I really wanted to go. Sometimes I can't leave my house. And I love the Slur Slide boys. Hey, Minion. I'm kind of upset at myself. I love your moo-moo. I'm upset at myself, Minion, because yesterday the Suicide Boys are here. And I couldn't even fucking leave my house and go. And I'm like beating myself up over it because I'm a fucking loser. Because I have like irrational fear that I'm gonna fucking just like unalive for no reason. You know what's crazy, you guys? It's crazy. It's crazy because for a little bit, I wanted to not be here anymore, right? And then you get to a point where you're so excited to live that you don't leave your house because you feel like once you leave your house, you're going to unalive. Could you just pick one, you crazy bitch? Do you want to be here or not? My brain's so fucked. Pick one. Thank you. You know? Fucking crazy. Right, Blue? It's like, bro, do you want to be here or not? Thank you, Tommy. And I'm so sorry. The comments are going so fast, and I appreciate all of you that are here. I see all of you. But like, I love my life so much that now I'm like terrified to unalive. Does that make fucking sense to you? No, it doesn't, because I am a fucking lunatic. Well, and I wouldn't even call them irrational fears because they're rational to me, bro. Hi, Nikki. Hi, Hazel. They're rational to me. Y'all remember when I told you Tommy Norris, did we just become best friends? Let's grow things. Because that's my life right now. Oh my God, I scrolled again. What was I saying? Oh, fuck. I really lost it. Fuck. What was I saying? Oh, okay. So the fears aren't irrational. Or are they? If you're really crazy, you don't think the thoughts are really irrational, do you? So an irrational thought, well, that's a whole, anyways. I literally cry because I want it, then a roller coaster. Girl, I'm crying right now because I could not get myself together to go to a show I really wanted to see. Please ignore my fingernails. I am a gardener, okay? I did everything in my fucking power to scrub my nails in the shower last night, but the dye from the bark I was using yesterday, which is black, won't come off, okay? So judge me if you want to. Get all your screenshots. Cyrus, I can't garden. I can't garden. I garden, but I cannot garden. Oh, you guys are watching a real in time manic episode right now. Because my brain is just... Hi, Dora. Okay. So, they're irrational. Yes. To me, they're rational, though. They could happen. Okay? When I told you guys that I did that job, when I was doing body removal, right? When people would pass away and I'd go wherever the person passed. And I'm not talking just pass away in your sleep type places. Although I did pick those up, but it was very rare. I'm talking everything, okay? Car accidents, sewer slides, schmurders, any which way that you can unalive that you can possibly think of, okay? So to me, oh, thank you. To me, the fears aren't irrational. To me, I have seen with my own eyeballs every possible way that you can unalive. So when I walk outside my door, I feel like I'm just gonna unalive. I cannot drive my car down a 2-lane because I feel like the car coming toward me is gonna just swerve into my lane and kill and unalive me. That gives such crippling. I didn't want to get on here and cry, but I'm in a state where I'm scared to leave. So I had to miss the concert last night, and I'm kind of sad about it. Because one of the lanes is a long 2-lane. And I couldn't do it. So, anyway, it's so stupid. Some days are okay. It's like some days I'm fine. I can function. I can go to the store. Yesterday I just couldn't. So I stayed online last night with Dora and them planning our trip because you can, yes. And I'm not even trying to cry. It's just like when I'm like trying to like express how I'm feeling, it comes out as emotion, and I don't mean it. Hi, wifey.
Baby girl, don't worry. I'm going to drive and I'm going to hold your fucking hand
Yeah.
and we're going to fuck shit up.
And I'm not even meaning to be sad. I was just like explaining how I was sad about that, and then it kind of just like overtakes me because I really like
Anxiety's a bitch.
I suffer. Like it's a bad. I love my life, and I don't want it on a life now.
Monster, you remind me so much of my cousin. She even looks like you. And she suffers like that really, really bad. She is terrified of driving. She's terrified of going places. I used to be like that. I used to be secluded to my room, in my room, to the point where I did not want to be out. I didn't want to face people. I didn't want to do anything.
The stuff I've seen, Dora.
I know. It's scary. And you think of all the million ways to unalive in your head.
Yeah.
Every time you're out, like you're like, oh my God, what if I go into a grocery store and somebody comes in the grocery store? Or, oh my gosh, what if...
I was just talking to Skittles about this because I went to the movies the other day. I was so excited that like I went to the actual movies and was able to watch it and like not freak out because the whole time that I'm at the movies, generally, if there's a walkway behind me, I feel like somebody's just gonna walk up and like, who thinks that?
It's common with anxiety.
Like,
have you tried cold water compressions when you're feeling like that? Have you tried it on the back of your neck? Because your body goes into, like, my doctor, when I started going through it, she explained to me that your body goes through fight or flight. And in that
none
moment,
of the stuff works, Dora, for me. You know why? Because I know that they're irrational. The stuff, it doesn't work for me because I know that it isn't rational, but it could.
You know what? Have you tried the eucalyptus bracelet?
No, I haven't.
Girl, eucalyptus, you carry it with you and you douse it on a bracelet. And when you're feeling anxiety, you stick it up to your nose.
I'm such a dirty bitch, but it's really just stain.
Like you put it up to your nose and sniff it in that moment. And it takes your anxiety away. Because you think of all the things at once going through your head and you're just like, oh my God, this is happening to me right now. What if this happens? I do the same shit. Sometimes.
I would sniff it and be like, but remember that time that you saw those people's skulls cracked from the inside? And that could happen. So
Right. I get it. I get it. It's hard.
I'm driving. So I'll be, Dora, listen, I'll be driving on a 2-lane, right? The whole time my stomach is here because I am watching every car, and in my mind, I am not seeing myself drive. I am seeing every single one of them crossing into my lane and me dying right there.
Yeah. You have it, it's your anxiety talking.
I had to call a family before at the funeral home and tell them that it's probably not a good possibility for open casket. I have seen the shit that I have seen has altered my brain chemistry.
Yes, and you're valid in your feelings because that's how you feel. That's how you navigate your way through, right? And you're telling, in your mind,
I'm sorry,
you're
Brittany.
thinking of all the things that could happen in that moment.
I can't live like this. This is why I have every thing that you could possibly think growing here, because I'm spending all my time fucking just planting stuff, and like I did my whole front yard. That was myself. Like,
But you did it, right? Nothing you accomplished that.
oh, you can come up if you want, Tommy.
You did that, baby, all by yourself.
Do you want to come up though, Tommy?
And guess what? Nothing happened. You did it.
Okay, so another crazy thing, right? I'll be I'll be at a restaurant, right?
Sorry, Tanya, I didn't see you. I already had requested.
I'll be at a restaurant. If I don't have like a carbonated drink to drink after I take a bite, I feel like I'm going to choke in front of everybody. Like, I feel like every time I take a bite, I'm about to choke in front of everybody.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I was gonna say I'm the same way with
Is this shit normal?
crowds. I can't go into crowds unless like I'm with somebody.
Well, it's very normal.
And I have somebody that I know that's behind me. I can't do it.
And people can say like, oh, I know it's just like an irrational thought, but bro, I could literally choke on this food that I have in my mouth right now and die in front of it. Like, it's not, it's irrational, but it's not. So it fucks with me because somebody could certainly cross right in front of my car and I could die right now. Like, it's not, it's irrational, but it's not, right? And that's what I have a.
Yeah, it sounds like too.
I think that job gave me PTSD.
That's what I'm saying. I think that
absolutely
you
could
have
have.
more of PTSD than
I love
anxiety.
that, Tommy.
The anxiety goes along with PTSD. It comes during the middle of it, right? Like these things are very valid to you. And I think that from just what you've seen, doing that kind of job is mentally rough.
Piece of apples. You, Brittany? No, I don't have dreams about it, Candace. This happens while I'm awake. This happens while I'm in the middle of driving. This happens while I'm at the movies. This happens. I literally feel like everything that I'm doing, I am in constant fight or flight, and I
don't even really remember my dreams.
I do have a question. Are you on medication?
For my anxiety, I do Zoloft, but I was at 200 and then I went down to 100, but it's not like panic attack anxiety anymore. It's
PTSD.
Yeah.
I think I wanted to share my experience with with everything I went through with Dalton. I know like when all that began, I remember voicing kind of the same concerns that you were voicing, is that I was scared to leave my home every day.
Yeah.
I was scared because I understand it's the internet, but like when so much happens, you never know what's outside those doors, right? But it's finding like that piece that And I think this is what helped me too when I talked to the doctor in the hospital recently. He goes, "What are these people really going to do to you? They can call your jobs, they can do all this stuff, but no one's really going to fucking show up."
I love you.
And I think that's something that we have to keep realizing is that I think a lot of us struggle with a little bit of paranoia with the stuff that happens on the internet. I mean, it's hard to like a pill to swallow because I struggled with paranoia a big time. And then the other antipsychotic that they put me on, it's kind of helped with that. Like, I was like, oh my God, what if all these people ruin my fucking life?
Yeah.
You know, but it's what can they really fucking do? Sorry, Dora.
No, you're
Well,
fine. You're fine.
know
Have you
exactly.
tried?
So after that job, Lou, because of that traumatic thing that happened when I had picked up my best friend Billy. Remember I told you the story? Hi, Shoo Shoo.
Yeah.
I picked up his body and he was hit by a car and he was just imploded, it looked like, right? After that happened, I had to be seen professionally. And they told me that what I was experiencing was very much the same as somebody who was in a war.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're not supposed to see stuff like that, right? Our brains they can't. I stood there for the longest time trying to understand what I was seeing. It didn't make sense that my friend had been hit by a car and was in a billion pieces. So I had this sense of shell shock. Have you guys ever heard what shell shock is?
Yeah.
Not
I was
really.
in a catatonic state. My pupils went, "Mm," and I was like, still continuing to do my professional job as I was dealing with what I was looking at. So anyways, after I took him to the funeral home, I had to go be seen professionally by psych, and they told me that I had just experienced the same kind of PTSD that somebody from a war has. When, like, say you're in a war, right, and the person that you're with, your partner, just blows up right next to you. That it's
Yeah, I think that
same.
if it never would have happened to Billy and it wasn't you that, went on that call, it wouldn't have been so bad.
But if it hadn't been me, though, he wouldn't have been identified
Yeah, I know.
because
That's
he
the
was
bad thing.
unrecognizable and he was listed as a John Doe.
Yeah, I know that's the bad thing about it, is he never would have been identified.
I knew who he was because of his tattoos.
Yeah.
I think talking about it with people too, like, is a good thing. Like, I think voicing how it makes you feel, even if you think it sounds crazy, as long as you're talking about it, that does help as well.
I'm sorry.
It does, babe. And have you tried taking, like, they make some really good PTSD medication that kind of helps the costatic of the like what you're experiencing in your mind, right? It kind of puts that at ease. There's low doses of medication out there that if you talk to your psychologist and just tell them, like, listen, I'm experiencing this is in my head, like,
I hear you.
this
And
is
this
past
is all rational stuff that you guys are saying, Dora, but what if I'm walking outside and I get hit by a car? It's
right.
irrational but rational. Does that make sense? That's why it won't work.
Yeah.
I can literally get hit by a car. It's not like, oh, I, feel like I'm going to just have a heart attack in the middle of the street for no reason. It is literal, actual things that could happen, though. That's why I'm like, fuck, I'm just going to sit right here and drink my iced coffee and plant stuff in my yard, and I'm going to live till I'm 97 years old.
But yeah, baby, that could happen right there in your backyard too. You could have a heart attack in your backyard.
I just wanted to share this
It can happen
too.
anywhere.
I wanted to share this too. It's not the same experience that you went through, but I know I struggled with kind of like what you're saying is like unaliving, right? Frights. You know what I'm saying? when I was a kid, I watched those scary fucking movies, and I kind of experienced like being scared to be outside too. I would do certain things where I was afraid that my hands would be cut off, my ears would be cut off. Like I was scared that my head was going to literally be cut off.
Dude,
And
I watched a fucking beheading video. Worst thing I ever did. I thought I
yeah,
was desensitized. I cannot watch beheadings. I have a fear that if somebody was to unalive me, they're going to take my head off too.
yeah,
Isn't that crazy?
I used to be so fucking scared.
I have that too. And
Yeah.
Skittles, me and Skittles were talking the other day, and I was like, yeah, I have a hard time going to the movies because I feel like somebody's just going to. And she goes, me too. And I was like,
I
oh,
can't
God,
watch
I thought
hangings.
that
Well,
was just me.
ever since that, what was it, the pew pew in the movie theater? You know what I'm talking
Yes.
about? I always get
Mm-hmm.
scared, and I always think about it that I'm going to be in a movie theater and someone's going to go in there and just
Right, because it's
boom,
not
boom,
like
boom.
I'm going to watch Lilo and Stitch. It never happens in those movies. It's going to happen in one of the movies that I'm watching, right?
Yeah,
Right.
well, you wouldn't think that it would happen in a church with kids praying in a church either, though.
Can you get rid of Brittany? They have a picture of my face as their profile.
I got you.
Sorry.
Change your picture
But you
and
know,
come back.
monster.
Huh?
But you know what? We're going this fucking weekend.
Yes, and that's why. So, anyway, this live started because I was sad that I didn't go to see Suicide Boys last night, right? And I'm really sad. Like, I wanted to go. And I was so anxious. So instead, I sat on the phone with y'all, remember? And we were planning our
We had
trip.
such the best time though, talking last night and hanging out and
Yes, I used to watch. Look at my Steak and Cheese website. Um, that was like our back in the day, our rotten.com. Only it was a lot different looking at it on pictures because I decided to grow up and become a body removal person. Listen, if you have never went to a house where someone had been unalived inside of it for 7 days in the summertime with no AC, and when you pull up, first of all, you can smell it from the road. Second of all, in the windows, you can see the entire glass covered with flies and maggots. You ain't seen nothing. I don't want to compare traumas, but I'm fucked. My brain is literally fucked. Also, I believe that randomly I may unalive in my house and no one will be here and no one's going to find me for 7 days. I have all of those fears. And I'm going to be eaten alive by either my cats or fucking maggots. I can't even. If I see a maggot, I will pass out. If I see a maggot, I will pass out.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can't even. Oh my God. I keep seeing it in my head. If you guys have never seen maggots eating an actual person before, like, don't talk to me.
As many cats as you have, the cats will get you before the maggots.
Hi, Queen Witch. Like, I've actually seen maggots eating somebody, so.
Hey, Nikki.
I wish that I had never done that job. I wish that I had never done it.
You put honor to that job, though.
I love it.
right. I feel that though.
I did love it, but oh my God, I didn't realize how much it fucked me up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, fire, that's terrifying. Just so you guys know, people smell like bacon when they're on fire.
Yummy.
If you wanted to know that. I know way too much. I know way too much. Yes, slip into the skin. When I pulled, when the guy was sitting in the chair and I grabbed onto his arm and I tried to pull it and it peeled. Those are things I think about before I fucking go to sleep. Don't look at my fingernails. This is dye from the mulch.
It makes total sense.
Yes.
Yes, she did. She said they
Peeled.
smell like bacon.
Peeled. And then when I got him out of the chair, piece by piece, he decided to explode on the ground. And it got all over me, and I got a speeding ticket. This is all the shit that I see him. So, yeah, everyone knows I'm crazy, right? But I'm like really crazy. Like, not in a joking way, like in a real fucking.
Like she got papers crazy.
Like, I'm fucking insane.
Like I used to do hospice, and at the end of life care, after they would pass away, we would have to pull the dead weight and clean them and shower them before the coroners arrived. And let me tell you, that was yes.
This is why I can't eat meat. Everybody wonders why I can't eat meat.
I can't go into a funeral home. I don't like funeral homes. I can't.
I can't eat meat because basically, y'all, your refrigerators are fucking morgues.
It's so humbling. It really is.
Mm-hmm.
I love all the suggestions that you guys are giving to me, but it's just.
I went to a funeral once, and they let me use the elevator in the back, and yeah.
Yeah, my aunt was a mortician, and I'll never forget the time that she literally, after they were, doing the embalming, and when you go through that process, oh my God, I did not realize that you breathe while the air is being let out, and that scared the living fuck out of me. I'm not even gonna lie, like.
They let air out in the van, Dora. They moan.
Yes, girl. Yes. Yes.
They're moaning when you're driving them. Okay?
Yes. Girl, yes. And when they finally get like all the air out of your body, and before they start putting the fluids and the IV fluids, I literally will never forget. I was 15 years old, and I was literally in the back with my aunt because I had come in from school, and she was doing a person's makeup, and the director of the funeral home, who was over the morgue, was getting ready to embalm somebody, and I'll never fucking forget. That person was laying on that table, and when they let the air out, he just made this big fucking gasp. And I was like, oh my God, is he alive? Like, I was freaking the fuck out.
So when you...
I don't do it very well. That's why I'm scared of funeral homes.
When you go and pick up somebody that had CPR and unalived after, it's bad. Because
yeah, the air's built up.
So much air that has been breathed into them. So
yes.
A scene, I don't know if you guys know this or if you had anybody had to have CPR in front of you, but it's violent. So when you go to a scene where CPR has been performed and the person unalived anyway, it is a fucking wreck.
My father had it. Yeah.
Especially if you're doing CPR on the elderly.
There's just a bunch of shit that I wish I could have never seen.
Yes. It's they literally, they pump a lot.
Breaking brains, Lori.
Yes, in your chest.
Classy mice, Classy, I'll tell you this. This time around has been one of the most excruciating human experiences so far. So, hopefully there are lessons I had learned this time that maybe next time I'll have just an easier time. A little bit, you know?
Oh, absolutely. And we're here, Monster. Like, I know you're everything that you're feeling is not insane, babe.
I do.
It's logic. And we will sit with you through it.
No, it doesn't work, Kansas.
We will sit with you through it.
Always.
Well, fun and games until you have to fucking think about all the shit before you go to sleep, you know?
I know.
Redirecting your brain doesn't work when your brain lies to you.
Do you know what you can redirect your brain to, Monster? Us torturing Shannon.
Thank you, Grant. Oh, listen, I had so much fun last night. That's why I spend time on here with you guys and my friends, and why social media is important to me, because when I'm with you guys, like I can't have like real life relationships because that's difficult to do when your friends are like, why don't you come outside? And I'm like, because I'm gonna die. Like, being on here with you guys, like instead of going to that concert last night, I was able to hang out with you guys and plan our trip and stuff. Like, I have no problem going on a trip across the country to like do something, like when I went to New Orleans and all of that stuff. Not a single fear, right? Try to get me to go across town or down to the fucking concert hall with the 2-lane.
Right.
Nope.
I'm just curious what we're going to feel on our trip.
Girl, I'm so excited.
Because I know you're more of like an empath person and you feel the spirits, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like if you're in a place.
I hope I feel nothing. I hope I feel nothing. I'm going to go with just an open mind and be like, that's why I'm kind of excited that it's like a haunted house experience too, with like a mini tour. Oh,
yes.
You mean when we meet Annabelle?
When we go to Waverly.
Oh yeah, Waverly. Lindsay,
girl,
we're going to Waverly?
I read up a story because we were talking about it so much last night, and I read up another story. There was 2 people that unalived themselves in room 502, not just one.
There's a
Tell
lot.
me why I can
Girl.
go to places like that and feel normal, Dora, but I cannot go to Walmart.
Girl, I don't do Walmart. Fuck that. No, I get anxiety going in Walmart. I can't do it because I don't fucking like that many people standing around me. Like, it just gives me.
I have to convince myself to sit in a movie theater that I'm not going to be pew-pewed, but I can go meet Annabelle.
I know. Like, you know what, though?
What's wrong
it's
with
gonna
me?
be. Do you know that they said at the movie in Texas, they have a priest outside praying over you before you go in and watch the movie?
I love that.
I told Shannon this morning, I said, you're fucked. You're so fucked. Like, she was.
Yeah, they don't pose a threat to me, Jen. They don't. I am like a lighthouse almost, you know?
Oh, we're definitely going to do a live.
I feel
definitely
safer with spirits than I do people that are alive. Those are the monsters.
Yes.
I think so too, Classy. My brain is trying to keep me in this realm, if that makes sense. It's giving me the visions of what could happen to my physical body instead of my soul.
Right.
Why am I so fucking afraid of what's going to happen to my physical body when I know my soul will be free after? Like, it makes no fucking sense, bro. I know I'm going to be okay.
It does make sense, though, babe. You might think that it don't make sense to people around you when you're trying to talk about it. And some people may not understand it because they haven't experienced it, or they haven't. Their thought process is totally different. But you know what? It makes total sense to others.
I have a huge problem knowing that me, as I'm sitting here talking to you now, that you, as you're sitting here talking to me now, that Lindsay, when she's sitting here talking to me now, I have a big problem knowing that one day we're going to be eaten by maggots. I have a real big problem with that.
I'm not
Monster,
interested
you
in
are
normal.
so fucking cute. You are cute.
I'm serious.
I'm not though, because I'm gonna
But
be
you know
gone.
what? But you know what? We're going and doing the fucking shit together, right? We're gonna.
Right?
Yeah,
Of course you'll be cremated, Rebel, but what if you unalive and someone doesn't find you for 5 days? Maggots.
Then guess what? We're not gonna be found for 5 days, and guess what? We're still gonna haunt these motherfuckers. All right? We still gonna do the fucking shit, okay? We're all gonna do the shit. It's fine. Just follow
Why,
me.
Dora, that I was literally trying to take myself out of this planet, but now I'm so afraid to unalive that, like, I don't want to go outside.
And I understand that. Somebody wants to say hi to you.
Hi, Monster.
Oh, Mama J,
Hi, Monster.
I can't wait to kiss you right on your fucking cheeks.
Mwah.
I love her. Are you so excited for October, bitch?
She
I'm
is. She's like,
scared.
I'm scared shitless. And I was like, because she, like, in the past, like, she sees spirits, right? Like, she will tell you what they're wearing at the time or what is visualized. And I was like, I want to know if you see what's inside Annabelle.
All the cheeks, Candace. Even if they bent over, I'd kiss those cheeks too, bitch.
Right. It's
yeah,
going to be such a great time, Monster.
As irrational as I am, right? I can plan a whole trip across the country, but I cannot go to fucking Walmart.
Go
Maybe it's
ahead.
normal. Like, Walmart is a fucking scary ass place as it is. Like, have you not, like, went to Walmart in the middle of the night?
I remember when Walmarts used to be 24 hours?
Yeah, I used to go at 3 in the morning.
It was a lot easier to fucking function when you were on methamphetamine. No, you didn't think about it. You were the danger. You were the danger in Walmart, Dora.
Right.
We were the danger in Walmart, Dora.
For real. And I can't stand it now. Like, I would rather I would rather do something totally off the fucking wall, like skydive, than I would fucking literally go to Walmart.
Bitch,
Off the fucking wall, like skydive, than I would fucking literally go to Walmart.
Bitch, I've skydove.
Yes.
How the hell did I ever walk out of a perfectly good plane and decide, hey, I want to see what this is like real quick? But now I'm like scared to eat too big of a piece of fucking food because I'm going to choke on it. You know what?
I feel that.
It's PTSD, I think, Dora. It really is. It has to be because I was not.
It really is. It has to be because, like,
You know how
they say when you get PTSD or it finds you, right? In your mind, it's almost like seeing flashes. Visualizing. You are visualizing what is happening. Like the fucking movie. What was that movie? Where those car and that big log truck would like
Final Destination.
Final Destination.
Yeah, because when I'm driving on the 2-lane, Dora, I can see in my mind the cars hitting me and me dying.
Yes, that's PTSD, babe. It's like flashes.
I see my face smacking my windshield so hard it breaks open, and then I'm like, fuck, what's going on? I'm still driving. Like,
it's PTSD, babe. Because if you watch it, like even the lady in the movie, and I know it's just a movie, but I'm saying like in the movie, she had a flash before her eyes, and then 15 minutes later, like that's just showing you how realistically PTSD can give you those flashes, and you see those things and you think those things, and it's in your head, right? It's not something you can say, get out of my head and it's going to go away. It's not going to go away, but there are things that can help you cope better with it instead of being so in fear all the time and on the edge of your seat, because you don't have to live like that, babe. Being afraid to go in your car.
That was one of the experiences I think I wish I hadn't seen also was the head-on collision, because that scene absolutely changed my brain chemistry. And you know
yes,
what?
it's changed.
The woman, right, who crossed over into those gentlemen's lane, was trying to unalive herself, lived and unalived both of them.
Yeah.
Just because she was driving down and decided, hey, there's a car coming, I'm going to go in front of this one. Unalived those.
And guess what? You see that.
I had to lift their bodies up on their gurneys. It was too much.
Yes, and you see that in your head and you replay that. And it's like a flash to you every single time you're driving because you're rethinking and reliving that moment.
Right.
In
Because
time.
what if the person driving towards me just decides to...
I get it.
I'm fucking scared.
And we're here with you.
It's fucking scary.
It's scary because you feel that way and your feelings are very validated and you're very valid in how you feel and what you see, right? You are experiencing that moment in your head, but with you in the driver's seat.
Yes. It's my face.
It's like you're
cracked
living
open.
their moments.
It's my face cracked open and God, man, if you've never seen something like that in real life, people have no fucking idea.
It fucks you up. It fucks you up because then in your mind, you're living their moments, their final moments, and you're placing yourself in that driver's seat. You're placing yourself in their position because of what you saw.
It's fucking
And
crazy.
it's very validated. It's not crazy. It's actually very valid. And it's understandable.
Hey, Dora, you think that in those moments too, because this is my belief, right? In those moments when something like that happens and those people don't realize that they're unalived, their souls are like hovered over their bodies trying to figure out what the fuck happened. Like they got jarred out of themselves. And I'm there with the bodies trying to lift them up in the thing. And like... Yes, May.
You're very real.
Yes, May. It's
I'm going
exactly.
to tell you how you feel.
It's exactly that.
Yes. And you're very valid in that, Monster.
People don't
There's nothing
understand.
that's not valid about that.
This is why a lot of first responders end up drinking themselves to death because
Yes.
it's too much.
I will never forget my grandmother, her best friend, had just got off the phone with her and was going to the hospital to see her brother and got hit head on with a log truck. And my grandmother and myself had to see that because she went to the scene. My grandmother was freaking out. She still lives with that and sees that to this day. And it's been 2 years. She still blames herself.
Right.
Because she's like, if I would have never got her off the phone, this wouldn't have happened.
You know what? Some of the
But
worst.
something happened.
Oh, go ahead.
And it, like you said, it demolished her. It's her eyeballs weren't attached.
Yeah.
And seeing that was very traumatic experience, but you replay that in your head. And I have these same conversations with my grandmother. You can't, I know that it's harsh. It's so fucking harsh, but you're putting yourself behind that wheel. This is why my grandmother won't drive. She's terrified, absolutely mortified to even get in the car.
Yeah.
But you know what I say, Monster, too, is you never have to worry about yourself driving. You pay attention to other people. If you slightly feel in that position that somebody is coming near you, you have that control to hurry, or you have that control, not always, but in those incidences, you don't focus on what ifs in that moment, right? Like the what ifs is what will absolutely give you driver anxiety. 'Cause
Yeah.
I used to think like that.
Yeah. And I think that like, oh, Grippy Sock Vacay, you are perfect timing. um, yes, things like that with the eyeballs out and all the things. That's what I was telling you before from when I had seen, like when I picked my best friend up, right? My brain couldn't understand why, how, like you're not, your brain is not functioned to be seeing that type of thing.
No, and when you see it, it's a traumatic response. It's always going to be a traumatic response because in your mind, what you're seeing is you're replacing the traumatic experience with yourself, and you're reflecting yourself in their shoes in that moment, and that lives with you. You're like, oh my God, what if I go outside and a fucking airplane falls from the sky and hits me? You're replaying those trauma responses.
God,
Like,
people
you
get
know,
hit
say,
in the crosswalk. Like, I can't fucking go somewhere and like if the place is across the street, like I am not stepping in. Okay, Dora, listen to this. Okay, going through a stoplight because you have a green light, everyone else is just fine, but I'm crossing it. In my mind, I think on either side of me, a car is going to come out of nowhere and smash into the side of me and kill me. Why?
because of things that you've seen, because you always think your brain going through those traumatic experiences, your brain has taught itself to think everything is going to be traumatic, right? Like it's going to be a traumatic response. Just like you, like, you know, from say, you know, you were, when you picked a body up, it was because somebody got hit riding a bike down the highway. Your first response to that is going to be, oh my God, what if I go on this sidewalk and I'm just riding my bike and a car comes and slams into me? That's your trauma response, because you're automatically thinking, you're trained, your brain is trained to think that that is going to be you in that position. And it's necessarily not always like that. But your brain is so trained to thinking, hey, what if this happens to me? What if I go outside and a fucking tree falls on me? Or what if I go outside and I'm walking down the street and a car hits me? Or
I'm a fucking lunatic.
But you know what, bitch? I'm gonna carry you across that motherfucking street, okay? I'm gonna put you on my back,
I'm sitting
and
here
I'm gonna
listening
fucking
to
carry
going,
you every step.
I'm sitting here listening to you going, yeah, but what if? Like, that could happen too. What do you mean? Like,
I get it. My cousin was like that. Girl, listen, I'm telling you, she was so, we would be sitting in a restaurant and she's like, oh my God, what if somebody breaks out this fucking window? Like, we're sitting next to a window in a restaurant. Yes. And she's always got her brain trained to thinking, like, everywhere she goes, even on her fucking wedding day, bitch, she was like, I'm getting married. Like, she got married at like this pretty waterfall, right? And she's like, oh my God, what if I fall off the waterfall? What if I literally slip and fall?
right. That's exactly what I would think.
Yes, in that
In my
moment,
mind,
because you're
I'd take the
thinking
tape
the
all the
worst.
way through and I'd be under the water already. Like, fuck.
Yes,
Thank you,
you're
babe.
already thinking in your mind, like, oh my God, I'm going to fall over this waterfall and I can't swim and I'm not going to be able to get out. Nobody's going to be able to hear me.
Yes.
It's all the things.
And I'm going to die in front of everybody. It's going to be so embarrassing because my hair is going to be all wet. Yes.
Yes, she does that too. And it's so funny because she'll laugh at herself afterwards. She's like, bitch, why am I even thinking this?
Dora, listen, if anything happens to me, can you just make sure that they do like eyelash extensions and that that I'm not eaten by maggots?
Yes, I will fucking make sure you're not eaten by maggots. Because listen, bitch, I will carry you across the crosswalks, okay? And I will carry you through the fucking shenanigans. I will carry you through the traffic, okay? I got this. Promise.
Yes, I need to be, just get me a backpack and put me in it. Oh, one of those.
We're gonna put you in it.
One of those little things that you put your kid in that you so they don't run away.
Oh, I'm definitely going to do that. Yes.
And you know what's crazy? I'm sitting here like talking to you guys about this. You would never know that I fucking did a high speed chase, no regard for my life or anybody else's.
Stop it, monster. Stop.
Disregarded public safety in all the ways. Literally was trying to be spike stripped and pit maneuvered, and they were trying to fucking unalive me, bro, and I'm laughing while driving. This is not, that was pre-PTSD, okay? You would never know that this person that you're talking to right now is that same person that thought that that was a good idea.
I mean, it sounded like a pretty good idea.
I had stuff
To me.
to do. Like, listen, it was so annoying.
How fucking dare you ruin my day? Like,
annoying as
how
fuck.
dare you?
You are not taking my friend who was wanted on my watch.
How dare
Both
you?
went. Honestly, this is why people end up on substances, so that they don't have to think of these things. Because Rissa, right there, how she said you were having the time of your life. Yes, bitch, because I was numb to the world and I was on substances and thought that all the bad ideas were good. This is why people in recovery struggle. If they have any underlying mental health issues, the way we get through a lot of it, and this is what I was talking to Maymay about, she said the first responder thing, and I said this is why a lot of first responders end up being alcoholics, is because you get to a point where you're tired of seeing those things but in your mind before you go to sleep every night. And the only way to do that is to inebriate yourself to the point of passing out, so you don't have to think or see those things anymore.
Right.
People who are in recovery, and I feel like I just posted a thing the other day, Dora. I have 2 years, 6 months, and 18 days sober. Okay. The more clean time that I get, the more in tune that I am with my physical self on this planet, which means my human experience is becoming more intensified, where I am me as my body than I am as my soul. Does that make sense? So like, my human experience is intensifying, where I was numbing that human experience before and like taking myself out of this realm. Does that make sense? So
Absolutely, it makes total sense to me.
so the fears are becoming more rational because I am more in my body. Does that make sense? Classy, you're getting it. This is why a lot of people go back to using, because the human experience is sometimes so painful to live authentically with no substance and live in the moment and be out here raw dogging life, right? That a lot of us fucking shake in fear of going outside because we're so afraid to fucking be snatched out of this body. I feel like I sound crazy, but I know what I'm trying to say.
Girl, you don't sound crazy at all, because it makes perfect sense to what you're saying. Like, right? We're so afraid of our life being shortened.
Like my life now, as painful as it is, I think I'm trying to say this, Dora, as much as painful as this human experience has been this time around, I like my life now, and I'd like to stay a little longer than I was willing to just take myself out of it before. Does that make sense? I'd like to just plant stuff in my garden and like pet my cat. I'd like
Girl, guess what? You're gonna live till you're fucking 90, because me and you are gonna be fucking batty-winkle. Okay? We're gonna fuck shit up.
I have to get grouchy again. I think what I've learned is the grouchy ass old ladies live forever. So I have to re-grouch.
Yeah, we're gonna adopt all the cats and we're gonna fuck shit up. That's what we're gonna do.
You know that childless cat lady meme. It's the same when your kids grow up and you're in your house by yourself and you have your cat. Like, you literally are then a childless cat lady. But then they had a meme of it, and it was that one from the Aristocats, and she was all fancy in her fur coat. I was like, why is that a bad thing?
Yes, I love it. I love the cat lady. And listen, we're gonna be fucking cat ladies, Monster, and we're gonna fucking torture Shannon. And
Regrouch, Candace. Regrouch. Remember when I used to like yell at people on the internet for no reason? I mean, like that. Like, I would be a real fucking grouchy ass bitch, like, who's mad at the world to like live till I'm 98. Because all the good, have you guys noticed that all the good people go first? We lost HJ. Well, he was kind of a grouchy bitch too. He should have lived way longer.
yes, we're gonna regrouch, Monster, and we're still gonna fucking fuck it up. Okay?
Classy, I'm telling you, like, it makes it, yes, Classy, yes. It makes it even worse, too. You have experienced things you never should have and seen things firsthand that you never should have. It intensifies it like 100. Because had I not experienced those things, right, I may not have this issue, but I'd be able to say these are irrational thoughts and move on. I can't, though, now, because I've seen those things. Does that make sense? PTSD and well, kind of. It's going back and forth, Marilyn. I was trying to explain how the more sober time that I have, the more in tune I am with my human experience in my body, the more painful things are becoming, because I'm able to feel my feelings more, which is bringing up a lot of stress and anxiety because of the job that I had before. So I started this live telling you guys how upset I was because last night my anxiety won. I wasn't able to go to Suicide Boys, and I wanted to so bad. Like, I if I talk about it, I'll cry. So I don't want to talk about it. But I let myself not go. When you let your anxiety win, it's sad. So I was just trying to talk through anxiety and how sometimes it keeps you from doing things you want to do because you can't.
And you know what? That's what we're here for. We're going to sit here with you, and we're going to love you through it, and we're going to hold your hand through it, because you are very validated in how you feel. It doesn't sound crazy. It sounds crazy to you because you're trying to explain it to people that don't really know you or know the things that you're struggling with, right? So you're in your mind, you're just like, this is crazy. Like, this is sounding crazy. But then to other people, you would be surprised, Monster, how many other people can relate to you that's in this chat right now that feel the same way. Or they go through the same type of things. Not one bit. I think that you are very valid in how you feel and what you're experiencing.
It just sucks because I really wanted to go. And I let it in, and that's so fucked. It's fucked.
Girl,
Do
listen,
normal stuff like normal
you're gonna make
people.
me cry. Stop it. Listen, I have bad PTSD and anxiety. I know exactly how you feel, and I'm for the first time in my 51 years, I'm raw dogging life, like completely sober, and it sucks. It's crippling. There's things I want to do that I can't. There's things, and some days I can. It's out of my control. And
Right.
yeah, like it's terrible, but it's like, what do we do?
And some days I can too, which is why, like, when I was so excited that I could go to the movies the other day, and it sounded so dumb, but it's a huge deal for me because generally the whole time I'm at the movie theater, I feel like somebody's going to walk up behind me and pew pew me in the back of the head for no reason.
Right. It's irrational fear.
Fucking insane. Like,
No, you're not. And, it takes over you because guess what? Like you said, people turn to substances, right? Guess what got them through those fears? That's what got them through those fears because you wasn't feeling shit
right.
in those moments.
You were numbing out.
You were numb as hell. You could do 100 miles an hour on a highway and not give a fuck.
I always say that trauma is the disease, addiction is the response.
Populated man, I'm so glad you're here. I adore you.
We want to numb out and not feel all the things. And me, like I dissociate constantly. Like it's very hard for me to do mundane things. Like I had to take my dogs to the vet. She's talking to me, asking me about the dog, and I can feel myself leaving. Not like an out of body experience, but you just check out, and it's so hard to stay grounded. And I'm all, what? Can you repeat yourself? And I feel like people look at me like I'm crazy, but and I normally would, to cope, use and abuse, and I'm trying to just accept it and embrace it, realizing, okay, like this is just what I have to live with. And yeah, I mean, it's crippling. Like I feel you. Like I cry. I have irrational fears. I have, but man,
The worst thing, Marilyn, is all mine are rational though.
right.
To me.
Well, to you, yes, to you,
Because
to you,
of-
to your, yes,
Because of that job I worked, right?
right.
So I
You feel
can't
it.
just, so I can't even just breathe through it or do DMT or the cold compresses because those things could actually be happening, right? So
Right.
what do I do?
Right.
Yes, I get that. And like your mind, your brain is responding to trauma.
Yes.
And when you're sober, it's 10 times worse because when you were
Yes.
using substances, you didn't feel it. Now you're feeling every feeling that you haven't felt or haven't dealt with.
Right. Yeah, that's what we were
or
talking
haven't.
Yeah. That's what we were talking about.
You're-
Marilyn. We were also talking about how the more clean time that you get, the more you feel your human experience. Does that make sense? So
Yes.
it becomes crippling.
Yeah, it sucks. And there's not a whole lot you can do. There's not a whole lot I can tell you as a fellow sufferer. There's not a whole lot you can tell me as a fellow sufferer. We get through it the best that we can. You're constantly in survivor mode. And it's exhausting. And it's like I gotta live like this for the rest of my life. Like what?
May described it as first responder PTSD, which makes perfect sense because those people generally have statistics of becoming alcoholics.
Right.
And listen, if you guys have any first responders in your lives, check on them because they're not okay.
Not at all.
Those people have seen things that people only see in war.
Yes, and my very good friend owns the funeral home here, and he sees a lot, and he drinks a lot at night because that's what's coping with what he sees, right? And I can tell you that it's not the first time that I have heard people say these things, right, Monster, that they feel like the things that they have seen is going to happen to them. It's always putting yourself in that position to where you feel like it's going to be you because you're feeling the real life experience. If say you were drunk right now, right, you would not feel this.
you wouldn't
No.
even be talking about it because you'd be like, oh, fuck, I'm going to go out here and plant trees. I'm going to drive. I'm going to go to a
Oh, no.
party. I'm going to
This is
fucking
why
fuck it all
people
up.
don't make it a lot, Dora. This is
Yes,
the
because
exact
you're
reason
not,
that people don't make it.
you're sitting in your feelings right now, and you're sitting in them, and you're feeling everything that you haven't felt before, right? That you didn't once upon a time feel, and you were responding with the trauma that you've endured. So you're like, say, for instance, okay, Monster, you had an experience where you fell outside and broke your leg. I'm going to feel that and put myself in your position, and I'm responding to trauma because I'm scared now to go outside and afraid I'm going to fall in a hole and break my leg.
I mean, oh my God, I didn't even think of that. What if that does happen? I can't have opiates.
So, like, in that instance, bitch, I love you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're feeling that trauma and that traumatic response, and you're just realizing that it's you. You're putting yourself in those predicaments, and you're thinking that you're going to be next, and that fear is overcoming you and taking over you, and your brain is trained, and you can't help this. This isn't something that you can just stop, right? Your brain, for so long, has been sitting in these feelings that you haven't felt, and now they're coming alive in your brain. So your brain has trained itself to always think the worst. Your brain has always, it's sitting there, and it's like collectively in the back of your head, and it's just now coming to the front lobe of your head saying, oh my God, Monster, what if this happens? You're going down the road. This is going to happen. It's all coming, like, it's your feelings are your feelings. And it's not anything that you can just say, hey, brain, stop doing. Don't even think like this, because
Look at
it's
Violet.
not going to.
Right.
Yes.
That's
yeah,
why
Violet.
I
When
do
I
not
was in
judge.
hospice,
I don't judge anybody when, like, people have their vices and whatnot. I don't remove myself from them. I understand that there are reasons why people do what they do. I would never judge anybody for doing what they need to do to fucking survive every day. And I definitely wouldn't be like, hey, Violet, you need to knock that fucking shit off just because
No.
I was able to stop. Bitch, do you know that I think about it every fucking day? I think about it every
Yes.
fucking day.
What's a coping mechanism? It's a response to trauma.
yes.
I'm no better than anybody else. I'm no better than the person actively doing it because I think about it every fucking day.
It's self-medicating, you know?
So who the fuck am I to be like, oh God, Violet, oh my God.
Right, right.
It's a coping mechanism, and like I said, when you go through traumatic responses, your brain is trained to cope. You're coping at that level, right? But when you're sober and you're feeling everything that you spent so long not feeling, it's like those feelings are sitting there and they're collectively screaming in your brain.
Like times 100.
And yes, and you're not, you can't help that. That's not something you can turn off.
No.
You just have to find coping mechanisms that help you retrain your brain. Because I'm going to tell you, when I saw my doctor for anxiety, because I was fucking, girl, I felt like I was going to pass out when I was driving. Like, I literally would get dizzy headed and feel like I was going to hit the fucking ground. And I was talking to my doctor about how I feel, and she told me, she said, listen, she said, when you're feeling like this, it's because all of your feelings are coming out at once, and your brain is not shutting itself off. You are training your brain to think that you're going to have a car wreck because you're about to pass out. You're training your brain to think that you're hitting the gas too much. You're training your brain to think that you're not braking enough. You're telling yourself this in your minds, and you're going through it constantly. And when your body is in fight or flight, you make it worse by saying these things to yourself. Oh my God, like this is going to happen. But then there's coping ways of saying, you know what? Today I'm going to go and I'm going to drive here, and I'm going to go do these things, and I'm going to get these errands done, and I'm going to make sure that this is done. And when you're retraining your brain and retriggering your brain to not respond to the trauma when it's screaming at you, and you turn it into something differently with retraining your brain through that process, It's different. It's so different because now I don't have the fears that I used to. I don't because I used to be terrified of fucking everything.
It doesn't make any
Girl,
sense how that would even work for me though, because it could happen.
you're telling yourself that it could happen. You're because you've told yourself all this time it could happen. It's going to happen. It really could happen. Instead of like, hey, monster, like you're going to go to Walmart today and you're going to walk through this aisle and you're going to grab these things. You're going to do this, and we're going to do this today.
But what if
Don't make it.
Right, but then, but like in your mind, it doesn't make sense to you because you're just like, oh my God, this is going to happen. I'm going to get in the car and this shit's going to happen. It's because you're telling yourself it's going to happen.
Right.
You're
Right.
telling your mind and your brain that it's going to happen in those moments instead of saying, you know what, it's not going to happen. We're going to go do this today and I'm going to get it done. And I'm going to successfully succeed the day with this. It retrains your brain to always respond with a positive thought instead of a traumatic response, if that makes sense. It's like flipping it's like flipping a quarter, right? And you say it
what
lands
you're
on
saying
tails
makes
and
perfect. Yes, what you're saying is totally right. It totally is, Dora. Like I can't even argue with anything that you're saying. For
It's
me,
exhausting though.
because of my life experience, it's a little harder to convince myself that those things aren't
absolutely.
going to happen. Is all I'm saying. Fucking sucks.
Yes, it's harder for you to convince yourself, and that's why you take it one day at a time.
Right.
You don't do it all at once, babe. You can't because then you're gonna have all these thoughts going through your head 10 times worse. So one day at a time. Like say tomorrow, monster, you decide to get up, right? And say you decide to go into town to buy more plants. You tell yourself, okay, monster, you're gonna go buy these plants, you're gonna bring them home, and we're gonna successfully plant them, and we're gonna do these things. And when you're telling yourself that, it makes sense when you're driving and you're telling yourself that you're going to succeed it and you're going to plant and you've got these plans for the day. It re-triggers your brain and you forget all about the trauma response that you've got screaming at you in your front lobe.
Yeah, I make sure that I take roads if I'm going to do that. Like, I make sure that I'm taking like 4 lanes so I can at least move. But you
Yes.
got me fucked up if you think that I'm gonna be going on a 2-lane.
Well, it's a constant, it's exhausting. Retraining the brain, retraining the chemistry in your brain to think a different way is exhausting. Like it's a constant, and for you, Monster, it's extra work because, like you said, you have rational fears
I
of
think
real
that
life things.
Sorry, I just have to respond to this comment. I'm listening to you. Classy, I believe, this is just my belief, and this is where I'm going to start sounding a little more crazy than I already do. I think that I may have soul attachments when the spirits were jarred out of themselves so violently and suddenly that I have energy attachments
To the people. That's what I'm telling you. Yes, you have picked up the energies from the people that you've picked up the C-suite, and you're picking up their traumatic experience, and you're replacing it with yourself. You're putting yourself in their position because you saw them go through it. You've recovered them, so you've picked up a part of their soul with you. And their spirit is with you. So at that moment, you are feeling that sensation and that overwhelming feeling of, oh my God, this could be me. This is me. What if this happens to me? You're feeling every bit of that, but that's not crazy, babe. That's not crazy at all. There's nothing crazy about that. That is rational.
That's just you being a sensitive. And
Yes.
there's nothing wrong with that. It's overwhelming and exhausting. Yeah. Like to
I
yourself.
just wish that somebody would have fucking told me, I don't think that job is a very good idea.
Right. Do you have, is it okay if I ask, do you have a good psychotherapist?
I go to therapy and I do my psychologist. When I got married, I got big girl insurance for the first time, so I'm taken care of mentally and medically better than I ever have been.
Okay, good. That does help.
But I feel like sometimes I hold stuff in and I don't talk about it because if I say certain things,
You think people are going to think you're fucking nuts?
listen, I have the very rational fear of being locked up against my will.
Well, I had to overcome that too until I realized that this person is here to help me. They're not, I can tell them the most craziest things and I'm not going to go into the psych ward.
Like, I know that what I'm saying would sound absolutely delusional to like somebody who thinks that they're a rational thinker. This is sober, unmedicated, unsubstanced thoughts. This is not like somebody who is paranoid on weed.
Right.
This is what I'm telling you is how I'm feeling in my soul and my spirit and what's happening physically to my body because of something that is spiritually happening. Does that make sense? Like a
that makes total
physical reaction. I still feel like when I see, before I go to sleep, right? I see sometimes those events still. I feel like it's those people visiting me.
right.
Yes, you're feeling that, and it's very valid that you're feeling that because
It's because you're sensitive. Like it's not, you're not crazy. And the things that you say don't sound bizarre or crazy or weird. You're a sensitive, you have that ability to connect to people, whether they're deceased, whether they're living. Like, you are sensitive, and sometimes it can be a curse.
Yes,
Rather than a
that's
blessing,
why when
that's always going to be.
when people would ask me, "Oh my God, wasn't it terrifying to be, in the morgue refrigerator with 17 dead bodies in the middle of the night?" And I was like, "No, because they're not there."
Right.
I didn't know how to explain it.
Their body's there, but their soul is not.
They weren't there.
Their spirit is not.
Right.
They're lifted up and they're you know what I mean? They're not physically there.
They have
And it's
went back
crazy
to
monster.
where they're supposed to be for the few days to like be with their family, or they're back at their home field. They are not following their fucking dead corpse around. What fun would that be?
Right.
That's why cemeteries don't scare me. That's why cemeteries, I don't believe, are haunted. Why the fuck would you want to hang out with your bones?
Right. I mean, I find them comforting.
You really think that those spirits are in a graveyard hanging out with their bones when they could be haunting the fucking enemies of their life?
right, and it's very valid how you feel. It's a response, right? It's not. I know you keep saying like this is fucking crazy. I sound fucking insane. But it's not insane, and it's not crazy. It's not even fucking nowhere near, right? It's not like off the wall shit. This is how you feel. This is you embedding in your feelings that you haven't felt before. This is you responding to trauma sober versus under the influence of substances.
The feelings are intensifying the more time I have.
Yes, and it helps to talk about it too. I know that people are like, oh my God, what if people really fucking think I'm insane? If I tell them this.
Right.
I know they
But
do.
in reality, it helps you be able to get those feelings out too to other people who may be going through the same type of things.
That's why I wanted to come live today, Dora, because I
I felt like if I talked out loud about how I let my anxiety win over going to that show last night, it might resonate with somebody because I'm so pissed at myself that I let that fucking win, bro.
You know what, Monster? Sometimes you're gonna have days like that, and it's okay. It's okay when, well, like with myself, sometimes I can't, like with you, I can't go and do the things that I want to do. I'll cancel plans at last minute, and then sometimes I'm able to. And I've just, at being totally sober now, I've just learned to embrace it. Look, some days my brain is going to be louder, and I'm not going to be able to do things.
That's why I had to be with them well, you were there. I had to be with them last night, and no one knew what was going on. I submerged myself into our conversation, and that's why I got my iPad and we were looking at tickets and all the things like.
And girl, that's okay. It's okay. Don't beat yourself up on days when I really wanted to go to
I'm
that.
so mad at myself, Marilyn. Like,
just don't, because you're gonna have days like that, and it's okay. Sometimes your brain and the shit it tells you is going to win, and other days it's not. And it's just, I mean, I don't want to say sobriety sucks when you're so used to numbing out and using things to be able to do things, and suddenly you're raw dog in life. It does suck sometimes because you have to deal with all of it in the raw, and there's nothing to escape to.
Girl, I was perfectly fine being front row at Post Malone, having only 6 months sober because I wasn't feeling all my feelings yet, bitch.
Right.
But I cannot, at 2.5 years sober, go to Suicide Boys because.
But you know what? Trauma response doesn't have a time limit.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't. There's days that you could be able to. Let me tell you, Monster, I used to not even be able to go to family Christmas because my anxiety would not fucking let me. Okay. And I used to want to stay away from fucking everybody. Like, I did not want to be around people. I didn't even want to be around my family. I didn't want to be around nobody. I wanted to seclude myself.
Bitch, you know Post Malone threw a fucking cup of alcohol into the crowd. Guess where it landed?
In your mouth?
My feet. With alcohol still in the cup. You know what I did? Put the cup in my backpack with the alcohol in it because it had his spit in it. And I didn't drink it.
Sure, I would have done.
I still have the cup. You see it?
I mean, I would have done the same thing, not gonna lie.
I still have it. Hold on.
I mean, Malone, shit. Oh yeah, girl. Yep. Yep.
So, anyway, I don't know why my brain just did that. I'm listening to you guys. I have to put some stuff away. Hold on. I've let myself cry like a crybaby for too long.
Listen, it's tears. It's okay to cry. They're there for a reason.
I just felt like maybe somebody else could like resonate. Because, listen, it's all fun and games on the internet, right? When people pretend to be perfect and like happy and oh my God, life is so good. There are people out here more often than not that are struggling.
Oh yeah.
And behind the facades of all my life is so perfect, all the things, I'm trying to like use my platform to be real. And like when I'm actually going through those motions, talking them out with other people that might be able to resonate, and we can help each other, right?
Absolutely. And there needs to be more conversations like this. There needs to be more raw emotions, mental health topics, all the things.
Because
there isn't a whole lot of it. We all want to pretend we're perfect and have perfect lives, and nothing's going on in our lives that's not normal, and we have it all together. But that's simply not true. It's not true.
I gotta get
Yes, girl. And showing the real raw emotions of us outside of this app and showing like the real, true, authentic self sometimes is beneficial because, again, Monster, there are other people that may be going through the same things that you are that maybe not know how to talk about it, and you're encouraging them to talk about it.
Yes.
And I don't want to
They're
fucking
gonna look at this and be like, look at this
I don't want to
beautiful.
be some fake person on the internet that's like, oh my god, look at my life, it's so perfect. My husband buys me all this stuff, and oh my god, yeah,
No,
I might have everything in the world that I want, but I'm telling you that I am literally sitting here unable to leave my house.
well, and that resonates to so many people because, you know, you're a very beautiful woman, and sometimes beauty intimidates others, and they could look at you like, ah, look at this girl, she's got it all together and she's beautiful. Like, I could never relate. But then you come on and you show vulnerability, and
Not only
that opens up so many doors to so many people. It's refreshing to see. I'm telling you, it's refreshing to see. Rather
not
than
only that, but like I literally look in the mirror and I do not see what others do. If people only understood that, like they could say anything that they want to about my meat suit, but I'm looking in the mirror going, man, you are a fucking monster for real.
well, we're our own worst.
Hey, Monster, Desi wants to know if you'll let her up, hun.
Oh, hold on. Oh, Lindsay, Desi. Hold on. Sorry, guys.
I'm private, so like the host can let me up.
Yeah, you're good, honey.
I just wanted to talk to you all because I'm like going through a time right now. I'm off of vacation, which was great. My mom is here helping me and my fiance with the baby because we're both like kind of jet lagged and it's hard to keep up with like her feeding schedule and her waking up and everything like that.
Props to you,
And
right? Props to you because I could not imagine in this world right now even trying to bring a soul into it. Oh my god.
like so today, right? Like I decided to, I don't know, like maybe get back to myself. Like I did my makeup and my hair, and I went out for literally one drink and to pick up food. And I had the one drink, and I came back home, and like I just immediately started crying and like um thinking about like things that I guess have been suppressing, like my brother, my younger brother, who I pretty much had to help raise, is an addict and is still in active addiction. Trigger warning, I guess. But I realized that he's pretty much the reason why my mom and I didn't have a really great relationship for the longest time because, like, I was off in college and I was living my life and I was in therapy and I knew better, right? And so I knew that my mom was enabling my brother and I knew that it was harmful to her. And so I got angry with her for enabling him. A rift for a while. And the first time as an adult that I had like an attempt, I guess, it was because like I thought that was the only thing that would like bring them back together, like as a family.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Like I don't know why, like I just came back thinking about all these things, but it's a lot, and like my mom's still working, and I just kind of wanted to talk to her about it because we're just now getting to the place where we're like talking about these things because she's in therapy now, and you know, like she's a Caribbean woman, and like over there, like in Jamaica and stuff like that, they don't really approve of like get seeking mental health. Like as long as you have a roof over your head and food in your belly, you're fine and you're well. And if you complain about being sad or depressed, it's a problem. And so that's kind of how I grew up. Um,
That's
but
how
like
I grew up
she's,
too.
yeah, like she's finally seeking help and she's on her meds and she's in therapy and I'm allowing her around my child, right? And we're able to have these conversations, but there are just like certain things that she doesn't get because she's still enabling my brother.
Yeah.
And it's just really hard on her and like I don't know what to do. Like I guess it's not my problem, but it does stress me out quite a bit because like my fiance and I like we built this home from the ground up and we've made spaces for his parents, for my mom. Like my father passed away a few years ago, but so have them here and be here with us and all of that. I just like I don't like permanently if she's not going to disengage with my brother until he takes care of his, his addiction.
Have you prepared yourself for the fact that she might not?
And like the thing is, like we've had conversations, like mind you, where she said like she wishes someone would like sell him like a bad batch and this, that, and the other. So like I don't like how can you say that and still continue to house him, feed him, literally like not make him pay a dime for living with you? At the same time wish unaliving on him, basically.
Right. And that's
There's
something that
there's
like
a lot of duality to it because it's like, if you know that a person, or if you assume that you're going to lose a person anyway, there's that, but you can still care about them, right? At the same time.
so I know there was my husband, right? He lost his brother last October, very suddenly, to the same thing. I asked him one time after, I said, "Did you have a feeling this was going to happen anyway? Like, so you kind of just spent as much time with him the way he was as you possibly could because it was ultimately his decision and he was deciding that he didn't want to fix it. So it's almost like a level of acceptance that he made because had he just cut him off, he would have missed out on times they did have left. Does that make sense? Like,
Like for me, like my brother, he like always says that, like whenever I talk to him and like try to seriously talk to him about just like seeking help that's like judgment free, offer him resources, he's like, I don't care. Like I want to unalive anyway, like this, that, and the other. And like, I mean, what more can I say to that? And then like I made the decision a while ago to not give him money anymore. Like if he needs food, I'll DoorDash him food. If, he needs, like I'll make sure that I get that for him for like Christmas and birthdays and stuff. Because there are times where my mom does like put him out and he's on the streets, but he's hanging around people who don't, care about his well-being. And it hurts me, but it hurts me even more to have to. It or when I myself am enabling him, and I know that goes against like my morals and the boundaries that I set for myself. Like her whole thing is like I said, in my adulthood, when I had my first attempt in my adulthood, it was because they were threatening to unalive each other. And like it was a lot of tension in the household, like when I moved away after college and everything like that. And so I was like, okay, cool. Like I'll just remove myself from the picture and like maybe that'll be a bonding moment for you all. Like that was the sacrifice I was willing to make.
it's such a hard decision too, Desi, because it's like when you look at it from a sister point of view, like unless it's your kid, you'll never fucking know what you'll do.
Like I said, like I honestly don't really have any emotional ties to him anymore. He's been awful to me.
Yeah.
And
Like I
sometimes,
said,
Desi, they say that you have to love from a distance, even though you don't want to, and you want to just show them all the love. Sometimes it's for your sake and your mental health and your peace. You have to love from a distance.
And some mothers, like how she's saying, like about her mom in the situation, they're unable to do that because it's their child. Like,
Right. And it's hard. It
my
puts you in
mom's
a hard
always like,
predicament.
my mom's always like, I don't like him, but I have to love him. Like, he's my only son. Like, he's my youngest child, whatever. But I've decided that I do have love for him and the person that he was, but I don't love him. Like, for for example, like the first time that like he ever really did me dirty was when it was my graduation weekend from college. And he came up a little bit earlier than my family did, and he stayed with me and my roommates. We gave him all the accommodations, whatever he wanted. And when it was time to leave, all of the graduation cash, gift cards, everything that I had gotten, he stole from me and then just went back home. Stole for $2,000 for me when I let him stay in my home, be around my roommates, my sorority sisters, and everything. Like,
I'm sorry that you went through that. It's fucking horrible.
I'm so sorry, Desi. I know it's tough. It's extremely tough. Just like with what Monster's going through as well. It's tough, and nobody can say or nobody can relate to what we all have different experiences, right, and different stories. Um, I'm sorry, my dog. She likes to bark at the
monster's backside. It's fine. I am too. But
That's what my aunt told me she had to do with her daughter. She had to love her from a distance, even through her addiction, because it was tearing her down. It was consuming her and draining her. But when they have to want help.
in the comments for your kind words. I'm sorry I can't catch everything. But yeah, like with my brother, like I definitely would never even allow him around my child. And I right now I don't care if he seeks help or not. I don't care if he gets better or not. And that's a sad thing to say, but I've carried that weight for so long, since about 2015.
How old is he?
I'm 31 and he's 4 years younger than me.
Yeah, he sounds like my brother, to be honest. When I was younger, we were in the same situation with my grandmother. We wouldn't deal with his shit, so he went to my grandmother's. And he did a lot of the same shit with my grandmother. He put a pew to her head and robbed her. And moved his friends in there and everything. And she was elderly, so there was really nothing that she could do.
Took advantage.
But, all I can really do is just wish him the best now. Like, I don't know what he is now, because, I disowned him a long time ago.
Desi, I know that you know a little bit of my story also. I had to make a decision that was really hard, right?
But you and your kids come first, so that's it. That's all.
It is hard to make that decision when you choose your piece, right? It is not something that like comes lightly. There's a lot of time and instances that lead up to that final decision. You know how you were saying for a while you have like emotionally detached and all the things. I feel it. I understand exactly what you're saying, because some people are like, wow, how could she just fucking walk away or, leave, and unless you understand, or have ever been in that situation where you've had to make a decision like that, you'll never fucking understand. And
Oh, and then like also, not that it's just like a resource thing or anything like that, but over the course of I think a year, I had sent him over $30,000 on Cash App because he was always like, "Oh, I got kicked out. I need to eat," or I owe these people money for rugs, and if they don't get it, they're going to come to mom's house. And like that's the whole thing. It's like he knew to throw my mom in the situation to like tug on my heartstrings because I would do anything for that woman, despite any differences that we've ever had. And then the fact that you were putting my mom in danger by having your rug dealers pull up to her house at all times of day and night, knowing that you cheated them and owed them money, and that retaliation is a real thing that people don't play about. Like that was really hard for me. And I think that was kind of like the moment where I was just like, you know what? Like, I can't do this. I can't do this with either one of you because you're letting him stay there. You're enabling him. And then he's putting you in this position where you could potentially be harmed or, put in harm's way.
Mm-hmm.
hi, Aaron.
What up?
That's my OG friend, Aaron.
Hi, Aaron.
What's going on, guys?
Hi,
Aaron's been
Aaron.
around since
Yo.
he knew me when my husband was alive.
Who's that peeping in your window
Oh,
there?
so he knows the old monster.
Yeah.
She didn't have any tattoos on her face either.
Well, like,
Never in
I
real
don't think
life.
she really had any tattoos. I don't
I'm
think
so
you
glad to
really,
Well, I
see
guess
I
your
don't think you really had
face.
any tattoos though. Yeah.
I want to come visit
What are we
Arizona soon.
unboxing? Is the real question.
Yeah,
What
I
have
was
you
like, what
ordered
are you
today?
opening, girl? You didn't have 50 million boxes up here.
But
Like, I'm
it's like Christmas.
confused.
Listen, I have to find dopamine anywhere I can these days.
yeah, I thought, what was the first box? Like food? Like, were you taking
Wait,
out?
Monster, is your shop still open?
What were those trays you were taking out? Those like prepackaged?
Oh, those are Factor meals.
Oh, okay.
Look what I got. These are gonna hang from my trees outside.
Oh, those are cute.
Monster, did you hear me?
Oh, those are pretty.
What happened?
Oh yeah.
Is your
Those
shop
are
still open for
cute.
candles?
No.
Oh, she's
Okay,
going to.
well,
She
She
has
I
was
no
don't
choice.
need
refusing to
I
do
don't need a
candles anymore.
candle, but I need something else. So I'll message you. Something that you're capable of doing that I need.
Oh my
Hope you're
God, guys,
picking up.
this is the good box.
Is it the metal detector?
I love it when the good box comes. Did you get a metal detector?
Yes, and a
Girl,
fucking.
I'm getting one. I was inspired by
I've
Mallory.
always wanted to have one and go to the beach.
I got a machete
Yeah.
with a sheath.
Oh my god. You're gonna have to send me the
Okay,
link.
Brian Koberger with your knife.
And that's to dig the shit out once you find it?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so excited. I want one so bad.
No, I like
Look at
have a
this
metal.
It's a
I have a
tactical.
metal detector, and like I used to go to Bethany Beach, where like all the rich YT people are, and I found a very expensive tennis bracelet, and I got like $600 for it at the
Really?
pawn shop.
That's so cool.
Oh
Jackpot.
my god, you guys! I'm gonna. Oh, my baby just texted me. I miss you a lot, Mom. She's the one that moved to Los Angeles.
All right, I'm gonna drop. Thank you guys.
Wait,
for
Desi,
listening.
I have to show you my fucking Walking Dead
I
tech.
don't give a fuck.
Wait a minute.
Oh my god, you've got to.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Monster, show us. Put it all on. We want to see the fucking metal detector.
Oh, she looks like
period.
Laura Croft from Tomb Raider.
Yeah, you look like Tomb Raider.
Yes.
You need
Welcome
something out
to
of this
my
bag?
humble
Don't worry, I
abode.
might have it.
Right?
So now I have to pull out my original PlayStation and play Tomb Raider just because you triggered that.
So is that like for all the goodies you find? Like
Monster, show us the detector. We got to see all the things in it.
I want
The
to see where
detector-
you need to take
Yeah,
us
I'm
out,
being
girl,
fucking held hostage. Might as well.
I don't know. It's not here yet. It's supposed to be here by now. But this
Wait, that's actually good. Like that would be
Oh my
good for like a
gosh.
Halloween
girl.
costume.
It's Laura Croft vibes.
That's definitely
man, I would
Laura
not
Croft.
fuck with me out and about. Let's open my machete.
My machete.
This is
Machete spaghetti.
for metal detecting. But it's for, in case somebody gets crazy with me in the park.
Right, girl.
Oh, look at this. Man.
Look at that.
Okay. Can you send me a link for that?
Yeah, I
Remember that? Remember when someone broke into your
and
house?
the week of the metal detector.
Yes, Aaron, I
I-
remember when somebody
I
broke
need
into my
that.
house.
Yeah, we all remember that.
It was on the news. Do you know that in this newest exposure of me in my life, like the
Oh yeah.
article?
Monster, don't show it on camera anymore.
What?
Oh,
Yeah, it's
sharp
you're gonna get
objects.
recorded.
Oh,
Put it down.
it's in a sheet. But anyways, look, I'm gonna put it on here. Bam, bitch. Look at
girl, ain't no one messing with you, girl.
Especially it says mossy oak right on the front, like you know what's in that fucking
Oh,
sheet.
shit, you know if it's mossy. oak.
Monster, can you send me a link to that? I just went to Green Top the other day and I got a brand new Ruger SR9. If anyone knows what that is.
Yeah, TikTok does sell it.
Shop sells shit.
Now you're legit.
Look at her, Miss Batty.
Loca.
You got more tactical.
I don't know, Monster has a hard on for us right now.
Don't fuck with
Monster's
me.
swinging there.
Machete.
She's slinging it.
Swinging and swinging.
Oh my god.
Work them hands.
Where in Arizona, Candace?
I'm kind of
Monster strapping up, baby.
She is Stripdora.
listen. I wouldn't fuck.
I
With
fucking love
I
it.
wouldn't fuck with me out in the wilderness.
Dora, I was just talking to my fiance today, and I was like, I miss being a lesbian. I was
Listen.
like, I miss like shopping for like straps and stuff.
Girl, listen.
Remember that movie?
And he,
Called that a knife?
It's a fucking setup, Desi. It's a fucking setup.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm just like maybe I'm just pan. I don't know, but I was like, I just miss it. But I would never invite a third into our relationship.
What, Leslie?
I just want like one night with a woman. And, like a whole pass. Like
Listen, you
that's
can't
it.
just have one night, girl.
No, one night ain't
Yeah.
even gonna cut it, girl. You gonna be like, listen.
Look at this. You think this tops off the outfit?
Oh my God, stop.
Okay, but where's the metal detector?
Look how cute you are.
Monster, can you read the comments, please? People are trying to
Monster,
protect
why
your
are you
life.
so freaking adorable, girl? I can't handle it. I am not.
Hey, Classy.
I can't handle it.
We're gonna go